Hi, my name is Chris Preddy, OBE, and basically I've got a company called Make Dreams Reality. Now I'm here to tell you today how you can make your dream a reality, and one of the ways I make my dream reality are going to schools, colleges, youth clubs, prisons around London and try and get young people to understand that there's other ways that you can go about things to succeed in life and to get the things that you want in life instead of going about it in the wrong way or going about it in the wrong direction. Now, a lot of the times when I was growing up, I was part of the streets. I've come from a certain area and I live in North London, Finchley Park, so I know what it's like to live in a hard life. I know what it's like to grow up with no sort of opportunities, nowhere where you can get sort of kind of people to show you the choices. I didn't have a role model, and I grew up in a mentality of the streets was the way that I knew, and that's the only way I knew. And a lot of young kids feel like that's the only thing they know these days. And through me growing up and for me going into the system, I said to myself, I wanted to be an MC. That's how I started. Chris Preddy started as an MC, and then when I started as an MC, I said to myself, what does it take to be an MC? Now, when I wanted to be an MC at first, I was all gassed like, yeah, you get me though, like blah 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 blah. Like, it was no contents, it didn't make no sense half of the time, but a lot of the times it was grime, and that's what it was all about. And then slowly I started to realize the industry and what it was and what it made to be an artist. Now, to be an artist, it takes hard work and consistency. Now, hard work and consistency, a lot of people say, but I've got that. I've got loads of bars and I can be consistent. But at the same time, it also takes dedication, it always takes work, it takes passion, it takes drive, and it takes a team. Do you know what I mean? You can't always sometimes feel like you can do it on your own. A lot of people feel like they can do things by themselves. Now, once I've got into that industry, once I've got into the MC industry, I realized that there was a lot more that I needed to develop myself. So I went back to university and I started to study performing arts, and I started to let myself know that there's more than what I can bring to the table just in rapping and being an MC. Now, I've got loads of contracts, I've got loads of people that try to sign me in a contract deal. Now, to get signed in a contract deal, that's what everybody was aiming for now, but living in a modern time in the industry and the way everything works now, it's more better if you try to promote yourself and build up the hype around yourself. So get that Facebook, get that Twitter, get YouTube, get your views up to a point where you're creating your own buzz. Now, when you start creating your own buzz, then you can now start taking choices and you can now demand your own life. Now, you've got Channel AKA, you've got MTV Base, you've got Choice FM, you've got loads of these kind of things. Now, it is a vicious circle because you've got to think how many people are trying to do the same thing. Now, if you want to carry out your dream, you've got to say to yourself, everybody else is doing it, so it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard, it's going to be hard work, it's going to be persistence, it's going to be dedication, it's going to be sleepless nights. But at the same time, if that's what you want, then you will get there, because nothing's ever possible. I mean, nothing's never possible, because you can always make sure that you can get somewhere with a lot of work. And I feel like with the company that I'm trying to build up now, within what I've done with the OBE, I've met the Queen and all that kind of stuff, I never got there overnight. I never got there like just one day I said I was going to be a rapper, and then the next day I said I was going to do some acting, and then I was going to meet the Queen. No, it took a hard work. It took 7 years of me doing youth work. It took 7 years of me MCing. It took 7 years of me doing performances. It took 7 years of me working so hard to get my face in there. And sometimes it's about taking that choice. You've got to take the opportunities when it comes, and sometimes they're going to be wrong opportunities. Sometimes they're going to be bad, and you're going to think to yourself, why did I do that? That was the wrong mistake. And sometimes you have to make that mistake to go forward. Now, I would never be the person that I am. Now, I'll never say that I was an innocent person when I was growing up, but I feel like as young people, we've all got to grow. Now, if you don't have no one there that's going to actually show you that you can go through these kind of avenues of roads and I can help you, then a lot more of these kids will be more relying on the role models that they're looking up to, but they're not relying on that, they're relying on themselves. And sometimes it's hard for a young person to make a decision when he's 13. What do you want to be in life? Well, I don't know, I'm still a child. I still watch Pokemon, I still watch X-Men, I just want to be free. I just want to run around and see a couple of girls and check them and them, and I don't know, like, what, this is too much pressure for me. So at the same time, we need to allow the young people to be young, and we was all young once, so you got to understand the sort of mentality that certain people come from. But if you're young, you also got to say to yourself, there's a lot of opportunities and a lot of things that you can do for yourself. We need to stop blaming everybody else and saying it's the government or it's saying this person. Sometimes we need to get up ourselves and say to ourselves, let's do this as a collective, let's do this as a person, do you know what I mean? And the only way we're going to get forward if you believe in a dream. So I say, make a dream reality and help others to help you make your dream a reality. I'm Chris Preddy, OBE. If you need any more information, please get at me.